months ago. So I asked y'all if y'all had any pregnancy related questions 3 months ago. Forgive me for the wait. And I'm finally gonna sit down and answer some of your questions. So I hope you enjoy. It'll be mostly whispering, probably a little tapping, fluffy mic, scratching, a few tongue clicks. I gotta throw those in there. I love them. I love a good tongue click. But we will get started. How did you first find out? Did you have a feeling you were before you took a test? Yes, I had a feeling. We were honestly trying for it to happen. We were not trying to stop it at all. We were like just doing the damn thing, and if I got pregnant, great. We didn't want to, put too much pressure on it where we were, setting up times to do the dirty and all that, but we just kind of stopped using protection and were ready for it to happen when it happened. But I remember in the first 2 weeks, I did have a feeling because my breast started getting tender, and then I think I also had this feeling at the gym one day. They call it implantation. When implantation happens, that I guess some people, I don't know if this is real, it's from what I read online, some people will feel it. It'll be like cramping, really bad cramping. And I just remember this specific day at the gym, randomly, all of a sudden, I got this like stabbing cramp in my stomach that I never felt before, and I wasn't on my period, and I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And we took a test, however long after, and I was pregnant, and I was so happy. So this comment says, I wonder how you perceive the fear of childbirth. I know many young women who are afraid of giving birth, and I am one of them. I would appreciate your opinion or advice on how to overcome this fear. So, I have always been scared of birth. I've always wanted to be a mom. Always wanted to be a mom, but I was also always scared of the birthing part. I always had a lot of anxiety about it, and all I can say is swear, like, just a relief and acceptance just kind of came over my body, and I became less anxious about it, because I know I have to do it, and I also know it's gonna be worth it to have my baby. Like, there's nothing better in this world than having a family, you know. So it's gonna be worth it in the end, and I got this. And if you get pregnant, you got this too. Okay. See, I want to be able to have children soon. I hear all different types of stuff about pregnancy, about what pregnancy is like. How has your pregnancy affected you? And what are some things or advice you'd give to someone who's wanting to get pregnant within the next year or so? Pregnancy has not been as bad as I thought it would be. Everyone is obviously so different in how you react to it, so I can't say my pregnancy is going to be yours, but I've had symptoms like back pain. I get some back pain, which is usually just when I'm sitting or laying down. If I'm up moving, it's not as bad, and it's also not constant. It's not every day. I do notice when I keep up my workouts, working out, keeping your body strong really does help the back pain. I've had acid reflux. Some days it's worse than others. Some days I don't get it at all. I am more out of breath. But my body is like making a fucking baby, so it is what it is. I'm a little more out of breath. In certain trimesters, you're more tired. Definitely first trimester, you get that fatigue. Like, you're tired. It's hard to explain, but your body is tired. And then in the second trimester, your energy kind of feels back to normal in a way. I didn't feel too tired, and even now in my third trimester, I don't feel as bad as the first with fatigue. What other symptoms? I have had I feel like my worst symptoms really have just been acid reflux and some back pain. I luckily never got sick. I never got nauseous. Well, I did get nauseous. In my first trimester, I would have like a nauseous feeling, but as long as I would eat, I was fine. I never threw up or got sick, luckily. So, I don't know, I feel like you're gonna have symptoms that maybe aren't so fun, but it's just all about, you know, dealing with them as they come and making the best of it. But I will say, it's not been this horrible experience that I thought it might be. I definitely find myself saying a lot, like, damn, I really shouldn't complain, because it's not the worst thing ever. Now, are there days that are worse than others, or maybe my back's hurting a lot more, and I'm a little more moody, and I'm like, fuck, I'm tired of being pregnant? Yeah, but we all have bad days, and at the end of it, I'm gonna have my beautiful baby boy, so it's worth it. And as far as advice for if you're wanting to get pregnant, the biggest thing that I started doing when I knew, because because, y'all, this wasn't no accident. Like, we wanted to get pregnant. We have been wanting a baby. I just started, for one, taking a prenatal. Go ahead and start taking a prenatal every day. And just focusing on your health. I mean, the better shape your body is in, the more easier it's going to be to get pregnant, you know what I mean? And also, I just think the better you can take care of yourself, also the better you'll feel throughout pregnancy. So, I just really recommend, try to eat your best that you can, drink plenty of water, exercise, take your prenatals. I know so many people, I guess, don't feel like taking care of your health is important, but it is, girl, it is. It's so important. And if you start now, it'll be easier to continue when you're pregnant. And in my opinion, when you're pregnant, you want to be taking care of yourself so you can help make sure your baby is healthy. And I know some things are out of your control, but in a lot of ways, a lot of things are in your control. So I would just say focus on your health, like get on a health journey and start trying. That's all that I really did. So yeah. What was your husband's reaction to you being pregnant? One, if y'all don't know, I'm not married. Me and Jake have been dating we're about to be on our 4-year anniversary in April, but we're not married. But super, super excited. He's been trying to knock my ass up for a long time. Like way before we even started trying, he has been wanting to knock me up. Because he really wants kids. And I really wanted kids too. But I've always been like telling myself, oh, you gotta wait until this time. And wait till this is perfect and that's perfect. And I kind of came to this realization, like, everything is never going to be perfect. There's never going to be this perfect time to get pregnant. There's just not. And so when I finally let go of that, worrying about the perfect timing of it, we just started trying, and he was, when he found out, happy as can be, and he is still happy as can be, because we both really, really wanted a baby. So, let's see, is your baby doing well and growing healthy? Luckily, yeah. The doctor has not told me of any issues. When we saw his anatomy scan, he looked like everything was growing normal and healthy, and everything was good. Every time I go for my checkups, they say, I'm growing right on schedule, and his heartbeat is healthy. I haven't had any high blood pressure or any other health, like related, pregnancy health related issues, because I know there's a lot of things you can get, like preeclampsia or gestational diabetes, or things that can come up during pregnancy. I haven't had anything. It's been a very healthy pregnancy, so I'm very, very grateful and very, very blessed. So, yeah, thanks for asking. What are you looking forward to most about being a mom? I feel like this is hard because I feel like I'm just looking forward to the experience as a whole. I am an only child, and I have just always wanted to have a family, to have like a bigger family, to be a mom. I don't know, I've just always known since I was young. It's never been a question, oh, do I want to have kids? Do I not want to have kids? I've just known. Like, I've always known I wanted kids, so I'm just excited for everything. I'm excited for just to take care of him, you know, take care of my cute little baby. I'm excited to hear his laugh, to hear his voice for the first time, to see him walk, to just be there and be a mom and raise my son and take care of him. Like, I'm excited for the whole thing, the whole experience. And I get comments all the time, and I read things of people saying stuff like, just wait until this happens, just wait till he's shitting everywhere and having diaper explosions, just wait till he's, you know, you're not getting any sleep, just like all these just wait, it's gonna be so horrible type comments. And it makes me sad because I don't look at motherhood that way. I know there's going to be hard things. I know I'm going to be exhausted. I know it's going to be a lot of work. I know it's at times going to be stressful and a headache, but that is all part of the experience, and I'm excited for it all. I think motherhood is going to be one of the hardest things, but also the most rewarding things, and I just wish I saw more people be more positive about it and pointing out the good things instead of just be like, just wait, they're going to be such a headache. Like, of course they're going to be a headache at times, but that's not, you know, that's not all it's about. You know, I don't know. I see a lot of negativity about being a mom online, and I need to stay away from that. I think I'm just excited for everything, the good moments, the bad moments. I'm just excited to get to have a child, to get to raise them, and experience motherhood. I'm excited for all of it, good, bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the whole package. So, yeah. Will you raise your child how you were raised or differently? I think there will probably be little aspects, little things here and there that I'll pluck from my childhood that I would do the same. But I think overall, my son's life is going to be a lot different than mine because both of my parents worked, and I'm going to be home with my son. I'm going to be the caretaker for him, you know, every day, all day. Of course, Jake will be helping when he's here home from work, but you know what I mean? I was away from my parents a lot, and I am probably not going to be away from my son very much at all, so that's going to be like a really big difference. And I think I just want to do things differently in the sense of, you know what, yeah, we'll leave it at that. I don't want to go into parenting styles and what my mom did or didn't do, and I'm not here to say what is wrong, what is right, but yeah, there'll be things I do differently and things that I do the same. But I think that, yeah, the biggest thing is just going to be, like, my son's going to be used to me being around all the time. He's going to always, you know, I'm going to always be here for versus when I was growing up, my parents were always gone. So I think that's going to be the biggest difference. Do you find that you have increased sensitivity during pregnancy? My wife was always hypersensitive to heat, cold, tickling, etc. when she was pregnant, and I have never seen that before. The only thing that I would say I can think of is that's been weird is as soon as I got pregnant, I got really sensitive to brushing my teeth and like taking pills. I usually have no problem swallowing a pill. I have no problem brushing my teeth, but all of a sudden I get pregnant and every time I brush my teeth I gag and I almost throw up. When I try to take my prenatals and fish oils and like whatever vitamins I'm taking, I usually gag and almost throw up. There's been quite a few times during this pregnancy where I have literally been trying to take my prenatals and threw them back up in the sink because I don't know what's happening with my gagging reflex, but taking pills and brushing teeth have me almost throwing up all the time, and it's very strange because I never had that issue before I got pregnant. Have you started eating any different foods or different combinations of foods since pregnancy? I will say I don't have any weird pregnancy cravings. I haven't been doing anything that's strange. The only thing that I can really think of that I started eating a lot of that I didn't eat at all before is oodles and noodles. That's what I call them, but most people say ramen noodles. There are some weeks of pregnancy I will eat a pack of ramen every single day, and before I got pregnant I didn't even buy ramen. Like, we didn't even have ramen in the house. So that's about the strangest thing. And it's not even that the food is strange, it's normal food, but I never had a craving for ramen before I got pregnant, and now I eat like a pack of ramen a day. A lot of people are asking about the gender, which I think y'all know because I say it all the time lately, but I'm having a boy. Was I hoping for a boy? No, not really. I obviously would have loved to have a girl, but I didn't have any negative feelings towards it because I went into it thinking, no matter what I'm having, boy or girl, I'm gonna be just grateful that I'm having a baby. So as soon as I saw his little thing, I was so happy. Anyways, and yes, it's so weird. I have the little sonogram pictures. You can see like the two thigh bones, and then you'll see like a little thing poking out. It's crazy. Like, you can really tell when it's a boy, because I remember sitting in that appointment where we were about to find out the gender, and you can see him. Like, they have a TV in front of you where you can see him, what they're looking at, and before she even said it, I saw like a little nub poking out between the legs, and I was sitting there thinking, oh, yep, I bet it's a boy. And she said it like 5 seconds later. But yeah, maybe next one will be a girl. That would be really cool. I would love to have a girl. But if I have another boy, that's all good too. I will still be happy as can be. And a lot of people have been asking about names, and I don't want to say names yet because think I'm most nervous about just making sure that this might sound stupid, it might sound dark, but I just want to, I hope, I don't even know how to say this, I'm nervous that I'm going to screw something up and he's going to, something bad's going to happen to him, you know what I'm saying, especially when they're small and you're paranoid that maybe they stop breathing in the middle of the night or they choke, or I think about stuff like that happening and that makes me really, really, really nervous. But I remind myself I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to make sure I'm doing everything properly. I'm going to be very observant. I'm going to be very aware of what, you know, him. I mean, he's going to be literally sleeping right beside me. So, he is going to be fine. I have to remind myself that. Because I don't want to go into a negative spiral thinking I'm going to fuck up. And something bad's going to happen that's not helpful. Because then I'm just going to be anxiety ridden. But yeah, we're getting a bedside bassinet. I sleep on this side over here, and we're gonna attach it to the bed, so he'll be sleeping right beside me, so I can get up